Alright, so we're changing the turbo on the Gen 2. I'm going to try to make it as straightforward as I can. You need to have a pan under here to catch this coolant. When you disconnect these lines, there's going to be a lot of coolant coming out. You need to remove the air intake system. You need to remove the hose under the turbo where the air comes out of. You need to remove the downpipe. You need to remove this bolt right here because it's going to give you the wiggle room you need to remove these lines. Now the downpipe doesn't have to come all the way off, but it just needs to be at least hanging off, okay? You have 4 bolts in total right here. You have these 2 right here, this one right here, and one under it. This one uses a washer, this one uses a gasket, and the bottom one uses a gasket as well. Try not to lose those gaskets. You have 4 nuts holding the turbo onto the block. You can see there's one right there, one under it. Same thing over here on this side. Should be one somewhere around there and one under it. They're 10mm nuts. I don't remember the size of these other ones, otherwise I'd tell you. Once you remove those nuts and you have these these lines loosened up, you're gonna pull it off. Might take a bit of wiggling at first, but it should wiggle right off. Once you have that new turbo, you're gonna put it on the same way that this one came off. Before you put it all the way on and tighten it up, you need to make sure all these lines are connected to the turbo first before you tighten it up. Otherwise, you're gonna have a very hard time putting these lines on the turbo. Don't forget to put the gaskets back on it. But once the lines are on, you got them tight enough, then you can push it all the way in and start tightening the nuts that put the turbo on. Once you have those nuts nice and snug, then tighten these all the way. This one though right here, have like a screwdriver or something pushed in here, down there, so when you tighten it, because when you tighten it, it's going to try to turn and you don't want it touching the turbo, right? Because it's going to get hot. So try to have a screwdriver down there holding it to the left when you tighten it. That way it stays straight like that. I hope that makes sense to you. Also, before you tighten it all the way on, make sure you have this put on. I don't know if it'll be easier to put it on while it's loose or if it'll be easier for you to put on when it's all the way on. But yeah, it's not hard anyway, so that's pretty much it, man. That's as straightforward as I can get on this video. It's not hard. Like I said, the hardest part is this bolt under there. It's a very hard bolt to unscrew and screw in just because it's such a tight little squeeze and you get very little visibility. It's a bitch, I'm not gonna lie, with that little bolt. But you'll get it, man. And then of course, once you have it on, you start with that bottom hose, put it back on the turbo, and then put your air intake system back on. Make sure you put your coolant back into the system, and that's it, man. I don't think you need any more details than that. That's as straightforward as I can get on it.